Did you know there are tribes where wealth isn't measured in money, but in cattle, and a bride's dowry can involve a dangerous, bare-handed hunt? Today, we're re-diving deep into some of the most shocking and fascinating traditions in Africa that are still practiced. Now, before we begin, it's crucial to remember that Africa is a massive continent, home to over 3,000 distinct ethnic groups and more than 2,000 languages. What might seem shocking to an outsider is a deeply ingrained and meaningful part of a culture's identity. Our goal here is to learn and understand, not to judge. So, let's explore these incredible traditions with an open mind and a respectful heart. First up, let's travel to Ethiopia, to the Omo Valley, home of the Hamar people. One of the most significant rites of passage for a young Hamar man is a ceremony known as bull jumping. To prove he is ready for manhood and marriage, a young man must run across the backs of a line of castrated bulls, completely unclothed, for times without falling. If he succeeds, he is celebrated, can marry, and own cattle. If he fails, he must wait another year to try again, often facing shame from the community. But here's another layer to this tradition. During the ceremony, female relatives of the young man demand to be whipped. They show their support and loyalty by enduring this painful act, and the scars they carry are a symbol of their devotion to the man. It's a powerful, and to many, a very intense display of familial bonds and cultural pride. This tradition reinforces the social structure and the transition from boyhood to manhood within the Hamar community. Next, we journey to Kenya and Tanzania to meet the Maasai, one of the most well-known ethnic groups in Africa. The Maasai are semi-nomadic people whose lives revolve around their cattle. Cattle are everything. They are the source of food, wealth, and social status. One of their most talked about traditions, though less common today due to conservation laws and modern influences, involves drinking cattle blood. The blood, often mixed with milk, is a vital source of protein and nutrients, especially during droughts when food is scarce. It's typically drawn from the cow's jugular vein without killing the animal, and the wound is sealed afterward. While this might sound extreme, it's a practical survival strategy that has sustained the Maasai for centuries. Another striking Maasai tradition is the elaborate jumping dance, or adumu. It's not just a dance, it's a display of strength, agility, and endurance, proving their readiness to defend the community. Let's head over to Namibia, to the Kunene region, where the Himba people live. The Himba are famous for their distinctive appearance. The women cover their skin and hair with a mixture of butterfat, ochre, and herbs called otjais. This paste gives their skin a reddish tint and protects them from the harsh desert sun. It's also considered a symbol of beauty and life, connecting them to the rich, red earth. But what's truly unique is their concept of cleanliness. Due to water scarcity, Himba women don't bathe with water. Instead, they perform a daily smoke bath. They burn aromatic herbs and resins in a container and allow the smoke to waft over their bodies, cleansing their skin and giving them a pleasant scent. It's an ingenious adaptation to their environment, blending hygiene, beauty, and tradition in a way that's completely unique to their culture. This practice highlights how deeply culture and environment are intertwined. Now for a tradition that has sparked a lot of debate: lip plates among the Mursi and Surma people of Ethiopia. From a young age, a girl's lower lip is pierced, and a small clay or wooden disc is inserted. Over time, larger and larger plates are inserted, stretching the lip. The size of the plate was once thought to be a measure of a woman's beauty and the number of cattle her family could expect as a bride price. It's a powerful symbol of female maturity and identity. However, this tradition is becoming less common. The Ethiopian government has discouraged the practice, and many younger women are choosing not to wear lip plates, opting for modern education and opportunities outside their traditional villages. This is a perfect example of a tradition in transition, caught between ancient customs and the pressures of the modern world. Some elders worry their culture is disappearing, while younger generations are forging a new identity that blends the old with the new. In southern Africa, among certain Zulu communities, a tradition called Ukulolwa Kwezentombi, or virginity testing, is still practiced. Young women voluntarily participate in a ceremony where an elder woman inspects them to confirm their virginity. Those who pass are celebrated in a large public ceremony, wearing traditional attire and receiving a certificate. The stated purpose of this tradition is to encourage young women to delay sexual activity, thereby preventing teen pregnancies and the spread of diseases. Supporters see it as a way to empower young women and preserve cultural values. However, it's also highly controversial. Critics, including human rights organizations, argue that it infringes on privacy and bodily autonomy and places an unfair burden on girls. Like the lip plates of the Mursi, this is a tradition at a crossroads, sparking intense debate both within and outside the Zulu community about its place in the 21st century. Finally, let's talk about the spitting tradition of the Maasai. While in most cultures spitting is considered rude, for the Maasai, it's a sign of respect and blessing. They spit into their palms before a handshake as a sign of goodwill. When a baby is born, elders will spit on the child to wish them a long life and good luck. Spitting is also used to seal a bargain or to wish a friend a safe journey. It's a deeply symbolic gesture that conveys honor and respect, completely turning our own cultural norms on their head. It goes to show how the meaning of an action can be entirely different depending on the cultural context. What one culture sees as disrespectful, another sees as a profound blessing. As we've seen, many of these traditions are evolving. Globalization, education, and human rights campaigns are all influencing these ancient practices. Some traditions, like the Himba smoke baths, are clever adaptations to the environment. Others, like bull jumping, are rites of passage that bind a community together. And some, like lip plates and virginity testing, are facing scrutiny and are changing with the times. It's not our place to decide what's right or wrong, but rather to understand the meaning and context behind these traditions. Africa is not a monolith. It's a vibrant, dynamic continent where ancient customs and modern life coexist in fascinating, complex, and sometimes challenging ways. Understanding these traditions is a window into the incredible diversity of human experience. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey across Africa. I hope this has opened your eyes to the richness and complexity of these cultures. If you found this video interesting, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. Which tradition surprised you the most? Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.